Okay. Jeremy Dieter with Unite, Ohio. Um, we have an update on why we're going down to the courthouse this Monday. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today is the 28th of November. It'll be December 1st, Franklin County Courthouse. This is the Brooks and Knights families case in Whitehall, Ohio. The bus driver, Christopher Lytostansky, abused their children, the children of those two families, and he's never been arrested. He's only been summoned to court. He only is facing misdemeanor charges, even though we looked at the Ohio Revised Code and it should be felonious assault. Been all kinds of weird nuances. You know, if that was you or I, we would go to jail, we would be arrested, we'd have felonies, all this stuff. It seemed like from day one, this guy was pulling strings, that he was connected somewhere. I interviewed the superintendent of Whitehall City Schools and told him that he was being recorded, and he lied to me. He said that he was in the room with the families when they watched the bus tape from Friday, and there was no criminal activity. 45 minutes later on Channel News 10, I believe, they said that he got 3 more charges from Friday's video, the same one that the superintendent said he was there for, and there was no criminal activity. The family said that he wasn't even in the room but for 30 seconds. So now we have this situation and we need your help. Not only, we've got to, we want to get a huge presence down to the school board meeting and definitely down at the courthouse on Monday morning to show that it's not okay, that this guy can't abuse children and then walk away like this. We also have a reporter from Channel 10 that uncovered, since he wasn't arrested, they won't be taking his fingerprints, which means he can go and get another job driving school buses, and they won't even know. They'll have no idea about his criminal past. So then this happens, and this is where we really need you guys' help. Here's the headline this was 2 days ago now, in the Rocky Fork Enterprise. This is for Gahanna. It says, Whitehall Schools official gets an email from anonymous. Gahanna City responded to a request by the Whitehall City Schools superintendent, who wanted additional patrol because of an email seeking his resignation. Okay, no big deal. We had people at the last school board meeting that said, we expect you to resign. You didn't handle this case properly. You didn't. Jeremy Dieter with Unite, Ohio. We have an update on. There we go. Sorry. When we were at the school board meeting, one of our members had told him we expected him to resign because of the way that all of this was handled and all the systemic failures, and that, to save face and do the right thing. He didn't protect the children. He hasn't done the right thing by the families. So we, reasonably have said, we expect you to resign. You've messed this whole thing up, the whole investigation, everything. You've not been there for the families. So, but he's saying that he got an email seeking his resignation. We didn't send him an email. So Superintendent Brian Hamler, a Gahanna resident, requested additional patrol at his residence in the 200 block of Brook Hill Drive after receiving alleged threats via email at 4:38 p.m. November 14th. He said the email was pertaining to an issue with a school bus driver, and it was sent by the group United Ohio. Now, Mr. Hamler and I, as I said in the beginning of the video, we've spoken before. So what he's talking about is Unite Ohio. He misstated my group's name, but listen to this. The email is pertaining to an issue with a school bus driver, and it was sent by the group United Ohio. He's talking about us. He's talking about Unite Ohio. He's saying that we sent him, and it was sent by the group United Ohio, which is associated with the anonymous group, according to reports. We've never sent this man anything. what is it? Sergeant Kelso for Whitehall Police Department told one of our members, "Your groups are being watched." We kind of looked at that as maybe they're trying to intimidate us. Now, they're trying to say that our organization is sending them threatening emails. Listen, the only reason these people would do this, the only reason they would try to hurt us, the only reason you would attack a community action, community organization group that does food drives and tries to help the community is if you're a liar and you're running an agenda. Period. That's the only reason you would ever try to discredit, slander, or defame a community organization group. That's ridiculous. No, we have never sent Brian Hamler an email threatening. I don't even think we've ever sent him an email. I don't think we ever have. But for damn sure, nobody's ever sent him an email threatening him anything. This is another attempt to bully us. That's all that this is. And we've received it that way. They're trying to get us to stop. They don't want us to support this family, and now they're trying to make us look bad. But Mr. Hamler, let me address you specifically. You don't realize how many people you insult when you try to pull stunts like this. The families that we have helped, the families that we've been able to get food to, the people that know that we support them, you're insulting them too. And yes, that includes the families of Whitehall that you continue to disrespect by pulling stunts like this. This will not work. You have to understand, all of us see this for what it is. You're trying to bully us, but understand this too. When we got into this, we knew that we were outmatched. We knew that we were outgunned. We knew that when we try to talk about the truth happening with a school board or a police department or a big corporation leasing office, that we're David and you're Goliath, and we're not going to stop because of it. We came into this knowing that there was injustice in our community. So we decided to stand regardless. It doesn't matter that you have resources and you can have a paper publish something like this about my organization that I speak on behalf of. Everybody knows how shabby that is. Everybody knows that's an underhanded tactic. And it will not work. Now we're going to use this to bring more attention to the injustice that you continue to precipitate there in Whitehall. You should resign. You know you should resign. If you had any self-respect at all, you would resign. But we can see, instead of self-respect, this is what you have. This is what you are. And as far as Anonymous, of course we work with Anonymous. And if they told you to expect them, there's two things you should know. One, you messed up. You did something wrong. If you caught the attention of the Anonymous Collective, then you have made a mistake. They will only target you for a reason. If you do something you shouldn't, and you should have protected those families, and you shouldn't be attacking a community action group. You shouldn't be doing this. Everybody knows that. If Anonymous comes after you, it's because you've done something wrong. The second thing is you should expect them. You absolutely should. I would never want to be on their radar. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm on the other side. That's why I support them. Because I know what they're doing is right. If they've targeted you, you know you've done something wrong. And now you're having the taxpayers pay for the police to protect your home a little bit more than everybody else's on a lie? We never sent you an email, and you know it. You know it. You're trying to hurt our organization. That's all that this is. I want everybody to see it for what it is. I am calling out the Superintendent, Brian Hamler, as a liar. We have never sent you a threatening email, and you know that's the truth. We want to see it. We want to see the email. We want to see the URLs. We want to see, what is 438 or something like that. Show the proof. Show the proof. Show that somebody from the organization that I speak for sent you a threatening email. That is not what we do. And you know that. Shame on you for trying to hurt an organization that's trying to help the community. You need to resign, sir. You need to leave. And it'd be in your best interest to leave this community alone as well. You're no longer welcome here. I can't believe you would try to hurt our organization. You told me on the phone you thought I was a good guy while you were lying to me. And everybody heard that. Everybody heard that. It's not like I made it up. I had the recording and I released it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we need your help with. Our organization has been attacked by these bullies. And I say we show them. You're not going to be able to bully us around. We'll make phone calls. We'll freeze up your phone lines. We'll get a hold of every media outlet we can to help bring notoriety to this, because you're not going to bully us. We will still be at the courthouse on Monday. We will still be at your school board meetings. And we're still going to ask you to resign because that's proper and appropriate. So that's our update for now. I got to get going on some other things here, guys, and I appreciate you watching. If you get the chance, listen to me on Right Side Media. Um, Unite Ohio. This is what happens when you see success. And we thought we had uncovered some kind of corruption in Whitehall because things just didn't seem right. All the systems, all the safety systems failed the families. Everything went wrong that could have gone wrong. And then this guy wouldn't even then he lied. He wouldn't take responsibility, said he was in the room with the families, and he wasn't. I talked to them. They said, no, he wasn't in there. We were in there with another guy. Everything has been so sketchy from the beginning, and now they're trying to intimidate us publicly. That was the large headline in that paper. So this is ridiculous, and it won't work. Sir, you need to retire. And now the community is going to show you how and what they think and feel about somebody like you. We'll be at the board meeting, and we'll see you then. Everybody, thank you for supporting Unite Ohio.